Morning, beautiful. This is Vanessa, and I'm back with a tan. As you can notice, I'm not going to show you anywhere of my body where I don't want to be seen on YouTube. As you can see, my face is a lot whiter than my body. So we have to try to get a foundation what matches. So I've been looking around, and I actually saw one foundation in my pile, which actually is pretty dark. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty. So this one is the Dream Mousse one, and as you can see, I'm put it on my where my tan is. It's a bit, and as you can see that? As you can see, it really blends nicely. It just leaves a little pinky tone, so I don't want the pinky tone on my face. So I thought this, So I went down to Pricer, especially for looking for cheap foundation, which is darker than my actual skin tone, my actual face when I'm not. So I won't be using this unless I'm tan, so it'll be a couple of days a week. Come to price line and I'll just show you how much I spent. So that is how much I spent on the foundation, which I think is pretty cheap. So I'm just going to show you what I got. I got the Essence All Matte Oil Free Makeup, but it's a 12-hour lasting one. So I like how it lasts up to 12 hours. So if you are tanned and if you are going out and you want to look lasting is, and this one is all one, so it's really good. And I got the color free. That's a matte sand, so that's the color I got, matte sand. And it says it's matte fine, oil free for foundation for floors, and Rachel finish. Covers imperfections without clogging the skin. The formula is a long-lasting moisturizing texture. So to be honest, like this sounds like it's a foundation, as you can tell. I think so. It doesn't say anywhere it's foundation. But as you can tell by kind of fast. So, yeah. It sounds like it's more of a BB cream than actually a foundation, and I like how it's pink, and I just love the texture. So I'm gonna just use it because I already tested it out. So I'm just using my blender, and before we start, I'm just gonna say that I did test my foundation out in the shop, so I know what it looks like, and so it's really nice color. But I just wanted to say that hold on. Oh yeah, I did put on um a cocoa butter, which is from Faso. So that's how I made sure that my skin was all blended out nicely, and it is fine like over like that. So I'm just going to start by dapping my skin with this color. As you can tell, it is pretty dark, but you need a darker foundation. And because it's a matte oil one, you don't need powder because I couldn't find a powder what matches this color as well. So the powders are really light because it's for like when you contour. I mean when you set your concealer. So I can't set my concealer. I don't have the concealer which is dark enough. And that's all. Everything what I'm doing today is all new to me. So I'm going to use just the only product what I'm using today, which I normally always use, is my mascara because mascara doesn't matter what color skin you are. Um, it's really it really covers well too. I just have to use a lot because my skin is actually really white, so you need to use a lot on this to make it look like your skin is actually darker than what it should be. Um, all around the skin and just blend that smoothly. As you can tell by the colour, it's not too obvious tan, so I'm putting it on my eyelids everywhere. So I do my eyeshadow, I don't need to do eyeshadow. Okay, so that's what the foundation looks like. I just have to go in the mirror and see if I actually like it because um, it might not be blended. It might look blended, but it actually isn't on real life. So it's really dark. It actually is pretty dark. I'm going to blend it right to my neck. I think it has still foundation from the other. my other skin foundations. So I'm going to just put my fingers and do it myself, so it doesn't look so like a wider shade than what it should be. Yep, and a lot darker when you blend it yourself. So it doesn't matter if you do all down your neck because you are pretty tan, so you want to make sure that you have the tan still looking. And if you wanted to, because you had bra straps on when you're doing your tan, you can actually get your foundation and go over that to make it look like it actually is blended in. But you can't really, you can just see it, so I just don't do that. I hate hot like this. Sorry. But that, been really sneezing today in the morning. It's been bad. Next, I've got to just take my sponge so on that tip. So that's why I use my foundation, and this one I use my. You see that? Oh my god, did you see that? Sorry about that. That's so disgusting. Hey, it's normal though, but it's normal for me to do that though. I'm a sneezer pop, so if you see snot coming out my nose, that's nothing. So sorry about that. I'm really, really sorry. Okay. So I'm just using my Playboy con compact bronzer powder because I really want to look bronze today. I'm just using the face I do. And it's just that colour, so it's not too dark. I'm just gonna make it as natural as possible. Sorry, much better. I'll just go up and down with it to make it look like I have boring structure, but I still have that foundation look as well. So I'm just gonna put more foundation in my after that making mean to put my blush powder in. So I'm just gonna put it over here. It's recorrecting what I should have done. Um, Sorry about this. I have really dirty ears, like they're black, not earwax. I have mascara on my ears, and if I had my hair up, I could have seen that, so I'm just going to cut it off. Next, you just want to be really careful when you're doing this powder because it is actually a lot of powder, and you don't want to overdo it like I just did. So you want your mirror to be helping you guideline and you want your sponge. You can even use a brush, maybe a brush. It's probably just what's not helping me. Um, so I'm not used to dark with that foundation. I don't know how they work. One of my favorites is wider than the other, so I'm not too sure why that is. Hold on for them. I think I haven't blended out my foundation properly, so if you are not happy with foundation, which is kind of, no, it's kind of blotchy your face, so you have blotchy foundation. So you just want to go over that if you have the blotch. I have a really bad face. She didn't really do a good job on my face, though. No, she did a good job, but it's just how I'm not used to it. I'm not used to how I'm on my face like this, so I'm not gonna be mean about someone who did a job for me. Next, you want to really get your waterline looking because you're really dark right now. So white would look amazing if you're dark skin. So I'm just getting my Safari eyeliner, and this one's in white. I think it's called white. It's called milkshake actually. So this white milkshake. And I just get my mirror for my contacts, which is this one. So that's my mirror. Now I'm just gonna walk. I have I had sharpened this because it wasn't sharpened before, and I was concerned that it wouldn't look as good as it. Yeah, after resharpen it, I'm just gonna do it. I have all black on my face. What the fuck? Is that? Okay, don't put fucking mascara. I'm really bad makeup. So guys. I'm not used to makeup being so dark for me, so yeah, I just put everything in my eyes, so yeah, she doesn't hurt though. I'm being tough today, aren't I? Be tough today. Okay, now I just get my water ice fine, so I just go and look at that, and I just make sure that everything's right, my waterline. This really helps when you do your okay, you can't notice it on camera, but it is noticeable. I'm just gonna okay, that's noticeable now. So that's what I look at. So about this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna. You want to put it on your lashes so you can notice it as well. So when you do in the shower, it will come off, but it's just noticeable when you do. I'm sorry, I'm snotty, aren't I? So I just want to keep that in my bag today. So I have that in my bag. And I'm taking my foundation in my bag because I will be tan when I go back to school. So if I get, because I'm not used to how long this will last. So I'm drinking a lot because I had like a big walk surprise time down the road. But when you're walking in the heat, this really affects my body. So I need to drink. So the color what that is a milkshake. So I'm just going to do it in there. Love that and show you the color. So for $3, that was freaking amazing. And all you do is sharpen it. It does get blunt. Look how blunt it is now. I had like sharpened, but yeah, you just sharpen it with the I think I had two actually. So I'm just seeing my mascara how I would every day if I was white, tan, whatever. About the tan, I got the 8 hours tan one. You could get 2 hours or 8 hours. I chose to get the 8 hours so I can sleep on it. To make it develop. And my mum hated it at first. She said I looked green, and now she's seen it stay in it. Had a shower at night time, so I got told 6 hours in the shower. So I had a shower, like, I had the tan done at 7, got the, had my shower at 12, and then, went to bed, and then I woke up with it more darker, so I like it better today. Yeah, I paid only $15, and the girl who does it is down the road. She's so easy to get it. Because around the shops in Golden Grove and like whatever I look, yeah, Golden Grove, they're charging $35 for tans in the salon. So I'm like, I'm not paying $35 for a tan when it's gonna come off probably the week after school starts. Yeah. So I just gotta, and then she does waxing as well, and so if you want to know her business card, I'll link her below actually. So self videos around her anyway because it's just her tan what she did to me, and I have to do my foundation in it. So I'm gonna put a name down below so you can I'm not gonna put a number because that's a bit personal I think but I'm going to link her her business card, her name, and her Facebook page. I think yep. So you can add her on Facebook. Ask her about her tan and her lash and brow. tinting, and she does waxing, so she does everything from the leg to all that, and then she does 10 to 2 hours or 4 hour tan. So and it takes only 5 minutes to 10 minutes for her to do my tan. It didn't feel that long. It might have been 15. I'm not too sure how long it was. It's my first ever tan I got because I am naturally Italian. I'm half Italian, if you didn't know that. So we should be tan and like natural, but because I'm only half. I'm not born there or anything. I'm just half, and my mum's Australian. I really get that Australian white skin, milk skin. So I don't really. I tan when I tan. I just tan my legs. So that's all I get tan from. But yeah. But sometimes if I was out in the sun today, or like it was 45, I'm out in the sun all day, I would get tan. I'm not saying I don't tan at all. I do tan because I am Italian, so I do have that old skin, but I do have that milky white skin in winter. So it just depends on what temperature and where, how long I've been in the sun, or if I'm using something to make it like. If I'm using cocoa butter, I'll tan like that. Easy. It just depends on what you use on your skin, and I notice when it's that time of month for me that I don't tan at all. So yeah. So I'm just using the mascara how I would normally do. This mascara routine is the same as my get ready shopping and get ready with me hair makeup. Yeah. Like, you want your eyes to really know with this look, so I'm trying to make it as big. And this one's essence. I'm using all essence because I didn't use a paper. One, it's called Bronzer Bunny. I love this palette. When I am tanned, this is the palette I will go to. I'm just using the River London's General Eyes now. If you haven't watched my channel, you would know. You wouldn't know that I love this because it's a nice, really thick brush, so that it actually does form a lot of your lashes. As you can see, my lashes were just like twiggy then, and now they're like really big and fat and really pretty. But you want to make sure that I want to mention this. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. I probably have, but this one does clump if you are using it. It's nearly finished. I'll just show you that it doesn't have much product in it at all. But yeah, so I just use Essence, Maxim different, Maxim different definitions. Very much. I'm just going over that clump, lip balm, so it doesn't clump at all. This brush is a 3D brush. It's called a flexible brush, I think. Yep. But I call them 3D because I think they call it flexible because it actually is flexible. So I'll show you. And then this brush is really good when you have them lashes in the corners. What you need to flex and flex and flex and flex to get them like that. Or if you have these baby lashes underneath this area, and flex and flex and flex and get them. Yeah. It looks a bit clumpy. It looks a bit spider actually. So they're not normally like this. So I'm going to move them here. I can fix them. As I said in my other video, I'm going to make a get ready with me just mascara. So I'm going to have all my foundation done. So you see if I'm tan then or not. Because I'll be with all my mascara done. So I'm going to use fake. I don't know, a curler, eyelash curler, and then I'm going to use a mascara, which is probably not going to be this mascara, so I am lucky enough to get another mascara. I really want a big, bold mascara. So. This one is actually a really good mascara for just getting them into fullness and that. I'm quickly going to do this other lash, which is my other eye. To finish off this video. I'm not going to do a hair store as well as getting my face done because my hair needs to be shown, and I'll show you how bad they need to be shown so bad. One concept. They really need to show you, so get some more light into them. I like hair shade anyway. I'm the only one who blows bubbles with their mouth when they're doing this stuff, and that I do. If you watch my videos, it's just my mascara videos, you'll see how shaped my face gets. So bad. That mascara, yeah. I really need some more bronze in this one. So I'm just gonna use my River London, and this one you can get for $10 at Price at the moment. So very check it out. I really recommend it. If you are always at the nightclubs and you need something to make your lashes stand out from the crowd, or if you just love the big, beautiful lashes at the end of the day, as I do, I really recommend it. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly just do this on the top so it doesn't clump at all in the day. And this one it lasts up to 12 hours, I reckon this one is Friday. So if you need to touch up in the day, you can. I wouldn't touch up when it's just dry though, because it will really create really thick layer of mascara, and that will create clumping. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest that, but yeah, some people might do it. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna bum lashes now. And then I just want to go over that. So I got some mascara on my borderline. And I haven't really got in fully in the sun so long. So yeah, that's all you have to do. Where's the cat? Okay, I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. But, it's kind of hard when you're trying to get this in the mirror too. So that's all I do with my lashes. And now I'm just gonna get my baby wipes. I'm gonna have one today. As you can tell, I just got one imperfection, and that's a pimple there. But I'm not going to put concealer over it because that really highlights the pimples. I really hate when girls put concealer over everything to hide their pimples. And then you like look at her like, honey, it just shows it all up so cute. Okay, I just want to say I did a video yesterday on how I curl my hair extensions using a curler. I'm not just a GHD straightener. And for some reason it didn't show. So I'm sorry if you were interested in seeing that video. I was too, but I just wanted to mention that I am going to show you my tan now. So this is the whole tan look when you are tanned. I'm just going to show you my legs. So that's my legs, and you can see the whole. It's not too sexy, but these are. I'm wearing socks because they're white, and you can see the tan more. I'm just going to show you my back. Show you that. So that's the way I was wearing this bikini. So I'll show you this. Last video I was filming and I showed a nipple. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to just leave my hair like this today because I am over doing hair extensions. So I'm going to put my hair extensions away and I'm going to do them tonight. So if you want to see what's happening, I'm going to try to do my hair. Like this one, Vanessa. So if you are tanned, you want to go to your price line or whatever chemist. You want to get the Dark Hits foundation. So I got this one. So it's the same matte one. So if I do get greasy, it will stay matte all day. And you want to put your, if you are tan like me, you want to make sure that you are using your foundation in your pockets of your bag. So if you are um, and for tan skin, I always do this now. I recommend nail polishes for tan skin. So I recommend, I'll show you. So this one is a tan one, isn't it? So I recommend these. So I recommend three different colours, but three of them are actually same colour. So I recommend these. So first, I recommend just a tanned. So you see my nail collection, you know the names of all these nail polishes and where I got them. So this one is a tan one. It really looks really good for your toes. I might do my toes this colour, or you could even do a white colour and it will look really fab. Next, I recommend this colour, number 13 on my. This one is a nice. It's more of a lighter orange. Or if you want to go become bold, beautiful, and everything, this one is a full nail polish, orange colour. So it's really pretty. Or if you want to just do a light colour, this one's just a light orange, and it's just summer fun, so it's actually really summery and nice. Next is just a pink passion. This one looks amazing with the tan. I have purple on at the moment because I did pay a lot of money for getting the glitter. So I'm going to keep the glitter, but I'm going to do my toes. I've got my toes yellow, so I might keep it a little while, but the pink is gorgeous. So that's a 10. Video, I finally got you up. I am so happy that I actually did a tan video and I actually am tan now. So if you want to know anything about the tan world, this girl will really happily tell you everything about what you need to know about tan. So I'm going to go before this disconnects and I get angry that this video hasn't been shown. So that I'm blocking you down, but yeah, go. See ya.